we're on. Okay, it being after 6, I will call this November 24th meeting of the Board of Selectmen to order. We're coming to you from the North Brookfield Police Department Training Room. If you please, all stand and salute the flag. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, so we don't have any minutes to approve at the moment. Are these all going, all the approved minutes, are they getting online?
Yeah, I'm a little behind on it, but I was going to work on it Friday from home and get them all up there.
Because I looked at the planning board the other day, and they don't have an agenda or minutes for almost the entire year, so.
Okay.
If maybe we could reach out to the different departments and ask them to try to get their agendas in so that we can post them, and then the minutes especially.
Okay.
Because none of those groups are broadcast on television, so I think it's more important that the minutes get put up quicker.
Okay.
Thanks. Yep. So, approval of warrants. I'll entertain a motion to approve payroll warrant number 11 for $294,527.36. School warrant number 1023 for $117,714.56. General warrant number 1024 for $161,960.28. Debt service warrant number 1025 for $6,935,336.26. And general warrant number 2, numbered 1026 for $6,250.
So moved. Second.
Motion made, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Financial items, approving CARES Act funds.
We just have one from the school, $624.98.
Okay, for the, it's $624.98 for speech therapy. That comes under the CARES money. I'll entertain a motion to approve that.
So moved. Second.
Motion made, second on that, all in favor?
Aye.
Signing licenses for Common Ground.
These are the ones that got approved for 2020.
Yeah.
And then in the next couple weeks, we'll have all the ones for 2021 to do.
Okay, so we've already approved them, it's just,
Yeah, it's just signing
Signing.
those so I can send them to him so he can hang them up for a couple weeks until he gets the new ones.
oh, that's the senior center director letter that we voted on last week. Just need to sign it.
Have you guys gone to Common Ground yet? To try the beer, and it's really good.
Is it?
Is it? Yeah, and they cooking food on the open grill out in the back, a little beehive oven and everything.
Oh, neat.
So it's kinda cool.
I would think it'd be really cold right about.
It's kinda cool. Well, they got a fire pit, you can sit around way in the back, and they got picnic tables on the sunny days, and they're only open the weekend, for right now, but good stuff.
Any other old business we have that we need to? Okay. So new business. Board of Health had sent around to everybody about town offices and wearing masks and COVID order and all that kind of stuff. And they cited number 55, which says people have to wear masks in a public place. The town hall is a public place. So they've been giving us conflicting guidance on whether somebody in their office can be in the office without a mask on, or if they have to sit in their office with the mask on all the time because it's a public place. And none of the employees want to sit there all day long with a mask on with nobody in their office. It just doesn't make sense. So we asked them because John Elfin came in to the office last week and said that people did not have to wear a mask in the office if there was nobody else in their office. That was
Sure.
the guidance. So I asked them to put that in writing because of our recent past history of denying what was said when it was said. So we got a response from the Board of Health, which is not really helpful. Again, I mean, it's we're going to enforce it if we think we need to. So they say that the governor's order does not explicitly allow for working alone in individual offices, but they would agree, and their DPH contact person has confirmed that town employees, when alone in their respective offices, may choose not to wear a mask. However, if another employee or a member of the public should enter an office or even stand at the doorway or window, the employees need to put on a mask. An employee moves into a hallway or goes into another office, they must don a mask as well, regardless of whether or not a person is in their immediate vicinity. And then they go on to talk about complaints from citizens directed at one person. They say that they have not. Just to clarify, the state has alerted the Board of Health to concerns raised by others, and we have received numerous complaints directly from residents and have requested guidance and assistance from the state, particularly when the Board of Health is ignored. If employees are wearing masks in public spaces, when they have people in the offices, they think that the complaints can be reduced to a minimum and dealt with at the local level. If, however, we continue to skirt around the mask, then individuals could face fines of up to $300 per incident by the Board of Health or Department of Local Services.
Do we have any record of the complaints?
No, and of course they won't share that, and it's all they claim, the Board of Health claims that they themselves are not making the complaints to.
Right, it says that the state's doing it, but wouldn't the state contact us? Can't they give us an email, forward an email from the state that says, hey?
Yeah, and
these
I
are complaints?
actually have an email from Ethan that went out to, went to town council, it went to me, it went to
Okay.
DLS, it went all over about this issue. So for them to say it's not them, it's other people, I think is disingenuous. But be that as it may, it's very subjective, it's not helpful. We don't know the rules, we don't know when they're going to apply it, when they're not going to apply it. I heard a member of the Board of Health was recently seen on a public way without a mask on, so I guess it only applies if they want it to apply. And
Well, I think the rules are completely arbitrary too. I mean, even from the governor's office, I mean.
Well, they rules or are they guidelines? They're guidelines.
they're orders if the governor signs it as an order. It's a guideline if the DPH comes out with it. I have another DPH guideline here that they just sent out today. Guidance on town meetings, and it talks about these standards are advisory only and not exclusive and non-exhaustive. So people are saying rules, laws, guides. I mean, everybody treats it like it's a law. If they think it's a law, they need to go back and watch Schoolhouse Rock, because that's not how a law is made. But
And I have that on DVD if anybody would like to borrow it.
I would like to buy, I love that show.
How about VHS, because all I have is a VCR.
It's a fun show.
I can't watch DVDs.
yeah.
Oh, boy, John.
Uh,
Well, I think,
Christmas is coming, John.
and honestly, I think that in order to prevent anyone from getting grief in the office is that we should probably go back to having the door closed to the public and let people make appointments or do all their business through the box or through email or phone. It can be done even by appointment. I know like the building inspector has office hours every other Monday, and he told me it worked pretty good where people waited in their cars instead of out in the line, and then they just went in
Yeah,
turns.
one at a time,
Yeah.
right? So when one came out, the other
So-
one goes in.
And then the veterans agent could do the same thing
Mhm.
if she has appointments. So yeah, I think that would be advisable in order to create a better working environment for the staff.
Yeah, because then it's not a place open to the public, and it reverts back to like a business establishment
Right.
rules. So they can be in their offices without
Mhm.
masks on and distance and be like a regular business. And people can call in and make appointments with them and be seen one-on-one.
Yep. Or email.
Yeah, email.
I'll be calling.
We know.
All right, so,
You did figure out how to text though. I do know that.
I'm starting to text.
Oh.
Okay, it takes a while, but
yeah, and you can always tell when it's Mindy texting for you.
you can, because they're rapid fire.
So, that's my motion.
All right, so should we make it effective like 12:01 a.m. Monday morning,
Friday.
November?
Friday, 12:01 a.m.
Friday, yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah. I think the governor set that
Because
precedent for us.
Thursday will be the, yeah.
Random hour.
Absolutely. So Thursday will be the last open day.
Well, it will be closed because it's Thanksgiving.
It's-
Tomorrow
Exactly.
will be the last open.
Exactly. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah.
All right, so the motion is what, 12:01 a.m. Friday morning? The town offices will be closed to the public and be
Mhm.
made available by appointment only.
Mhm. And we'll put a sign out. A big sign on the door.
Does everybody have the different phone numbers for the town offices?
They're posted right on the door and on the
Are they okay,
website.
just
Yeah.
in case somebody
Yep.
wants assessors or?
Yeah.
So emails and phone numbers are on the website. And on the office door, I think, on the window. At least the phone numbers
The
are.
phone numbers are. I can put
But-
the email addresses up
All right.
there too.
Yeah, if we can get something big and colored, like red paper,
Yeah.
closed to the public, put it right on the
Yeah.
that center door that they're looking at, contact.
Put it on the sign too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, all right, so the motion's made. Wait a second.
Second.
All right, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Oh, and I also, I'm going to post these now at our weekly meetings.
Okay.
I think maybe I'll get them on the computer so I can put it overhead. But you'll see up here, we have the daily confirmed hospitalizations. So, I have a red line here, if you could see that. This is when the field hospitals opened. This is when the field hospitals closed at the beginning of the pandemic. This is where we are now. And everybody's panicking about hospitals being overrun. There's 50% capacity in all the ICUs across the Commonwealth. There's more than 30% capacity in all the regular beds across the Commonwealth. These are the daily cases. You'll see the spike here early on in the pandemic, the spike here as we are now, and here's the daily deaths. It has not climbed at all. So grandma's not dying from this any longer. And there's just a steady stream of panic coming from the media and from the corner office, in my opinion. So, but I'll post those all so you can see it, because most people don't go into the mass.gov website. Average age of the deceased is 81. 65% continue to be from long-term care facilities and nursing homes. So, be safe at Thanksgiving, but
Maybe you'll get an Emmy for what you just did.
Yes.
yes.
Like Governor Cuomo.
Yeah. All right. So, any other
Is he
business?
still putting people in nursing homes, or did he stop that?
Who? Cuomo?
Cuomo.
I have no idea.
Oh.
He was putting him in after I guess he wasn't, was he not allowing the nursing homes to turn away COVID positive
Yep.
patients? He was forcing them to go back into the nursing home if they were released from the hospital with a COVID
Even
diagnosis,
with the
from what I understand. But I don't know. This state still has a 65% long-term care facility death rate, so.
Wow.
And all those numbers are available on mass.gov. Go to the daily link, and it's there every single day. The number of dead every day
And they-
averages 18, 20.
Don't they do an update per town on like Wednesday?
Yeah, it moved from Wednesday to Thursday, and I think they just announced it's going to move to Friday now. And, you know, the town, we got the message today, I guess we have 10 active cases in town. I heard that 4 cases were from the same household, so, I mean, that's where it's spreading. So it's spreading in the same household, but we
Well,
gotta be off the road by
anything would,
10
though.
and in your home, spreading it to your family between 10 and 5, so.
Where can we find recovery numbers? People that are recovering
You know, they
don't have them.
They stopped. If you ever see, I've been watching these numbers from the beginning, and from the beginning, they were putting on the number of cases, the number of deaths, and the number of recovery, and there was this huge gap. So, what happens if you're diagnosed with it? You don't die from it. It's now a month after your diagnosis. Are you not recovered from it? What's the status? So, I guess people started asking that question because they all of a sudden took it off. So now the recovery numbers are not there. They did put on the mass.gov originally 21 days after you were diagnosed or had symptoms or tested positive, you were considered recovered. That's now down to 14 days. And I just saw a CDC thing come out that they were going to recommend 7 to 10 days. So it's always changing, but
We did hear that now with the vaccine, you can still spread COVID. So if you get the vaccine, now you're spreading COVID still.
yeah. Well, you got to keep everybody panicked.
Is that from the vaccine, or you don't know you have it now because the
Actually,
vaccine
the
stopped
vaccine
it?
is supposed to be like a dead. It's not supposed to be a live virus. It's supposed to be a dead virus. So that's where my head doesn't wrap around that. How can you spread it? I guess if they give you the vaccine and you have it, I can't figure out how they're doing it.
You can get it but not be affected once you have the vaccine, but you can still harbor the virus.
But the vaccine can give you symptoms of it.
Well,
Well, Joe,
any
the flu-
vaccine
The flu
can. I
shot
mean,
also can
yeah,
give
the
you
flu can.
symptoms of the flu, but you don't getting the, you won't experience the flu.
Well, this is a
you'll
totally
get a
different
little
type
bit
of
of,
vaccine. It doesn't use it.
That's how they vaccinated against smallpox back in the day. They'd give it to you
That's a whole
and
different
get it over with.
type thing.
Yeah. I mean, that is,
It's complicated.
They'd go around,
Yeah.
you ever see the
It's not-
miniseries John
it's not
Adams?
like the old
Yeah.
vaccines,
They went around with people that were dying from it,
except the one that's being
got
developed
people
in
sick,
England
you know,
is
they
using the-
gave it to people and
But the two
Yeah,
of the-
build up immunity.
so they'd catch it and get it over with.
Different thing.
yeah, like chickenpox.
So-
I know a number of mothers that used to expose their kids to
Mhm.
chickenpox at a young age just to get it over with.
I had it 3 times.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with you, Tina?
Are you sure?
All right, so that's all the agenda items we have. Is there something? Did you come to speak to us on something? Or?
I
Oh.
just thought, because it's so fascinating to be in this meeting. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, and for the people that don't know, this is our new senior center director. We appointed her last week. And we're excited to get that big shoes to fill, but
Yep,
I'm sure
exact-
you're
Yes, absolutely.
quite
Mhm.
capable of it. We're looking forward to
Thank you,
the new regime.
thank you.
Let us know if you need any assistance
Absolutely.
getting through anything.
Yeah. Ashley, I have to say, Ashley's been excellent. You know, I think she does a lot of work behind the scenes and people aren't aware of it.
Mhm.
But I had an issue with my phones and my internet today, and she came to the office and she was trying to solve that issue. So I really appreciate that she came to the office and she's trying to fix the thing. So It's a challenge.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah, she does a lot of work behind the scenes, so I just want to make sure she's acknowledged, and, you know, we thank her for her hard work.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Sharon.
Yes, absolutely.
you, and she deals with a lot of grief when people are upset that we don't respond to their complaints in a timely manner. She takes the brunt of it, so we appreciate it, and we want people to recognize that it's not her. She passes it on to us, and if you have an issue,
So it's all you,
because-
right?
It is. It is. Yeah, I'll take that on squarely because it is us.
And if it is her, see John Tripp.
I'll take care of it.
Any other public comments need to be made? Brendan?
Yeah, just, they were kind of winding down. We're at the museum, still by appointment if anybody needs to do like research, but it gets cold down there, so you don't want to spend a lot of time. Also, the building's been sold, so I don't know what the future's going to hold as far as that, but we do have quite a collection of artifacts and information related not only to significance North Brookfield, but regionally and even nationally. So I would hope that we'll be able to at least stay there for the foreseeable future. But I haven't spoken to the owner. We're supposed to get together, but we haven't yet. So anybody has any ideas for maybe a future space? So I'm just kind of throwing things out there. I don't know if you can consider maybe carving out some space in the the old townhouse.
Can we do that? Can we open up like the first floor?
Well, I
Heat
was
it,
actually
or is
thinking
it-
like the where the police station was.
That's what I mean, that
Oh,
first
that'd be
floor
perfect.
on that side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
If we can temporarily repair a section
Mhm.
and
maybe
heat it,
it'd be something worthwhile to explore.
or do you have to get all updated with sprinklers and?
I think that might be the issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think as a temporary, to preserve our historical articles, if that space, if we lose that space, we need to get
Right.
it somewhere that it can be saved. So it may not just be accessible to the public. You may have to do it like on an appointment basis.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we can open it to the public without being handicap accessible. I think that's the issue.
Well, that's why I was thinking Summer Street side, you know, where the
The old
police station was.
Yeah, it
Wouldn't
is.
be so much of an issue.
That's true.
But just,
Then you
Yeah,
can move
I-
into the fruit store as you get spread out there. People
That's
don't
a
know-
nice
People
space.
don't know where the fruit store was, but there was a fruit store there,
Mhm.
That would take a bit of work.
on that side.
Yeah, that
The
takes.
floor's all buckling
Yep.
and everything, oh boy.
Yeah.
but anyway, so I'll keep you
Yeah.
apprised of our situation.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're working on another option too, but
Yeah.
we'll see if we can get any traction with that.
Yeah, I don't, you know, like I said, I haven't met with the new owner yet, so,
Is there any room at the library?
no.
It was supposed to be, initially, was supposed to be located at the library.
Upstairs?
Yep,
Well,
wasn't it? I read that somewhere. in-
Well, it kind of, over the time period of the development of the new library, that kind of got,
Yeah.
until it disappeared. There was supposed to be at least a room where we could have displays and
Right.
do like a rotating exhibit.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, originally when the library was built, Bates donated a bunch of money for that second floor for the express purpose of a museum.
Yep.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Anyway, but,
Huh.
so,
Huh.
it's been kind of,
How about the school? Is there any empty
you know, it was
offices or
not
classrooms up there?
Not unless they, well, maybe they regionalize, right?
That-
Well,
They're
supposedly.
only using a third of the school.
Yeah, the high school.
A third,
A
yes,
third of
the high school.
Right.
I wish we could have at least a few spaces for storage. You know, everything goes into the townhouse, you know, and it's like crazy. You know, we should have access to it. I mean, if they're only using one part of the school, why can't we access it and use? Maybe we could have classes, or I mean, for adults, or we could have craft thing. You know, we could maybe do some things with the seniors.
I think they do that. I think if you talk to the superintendent for the seniors idea, you may be able to do that, but I think they do have adult education classes up there at some point, right?
I don't think they do that anymore.
They
No?
were,
They,
but,
they stopped doing that.
yeah.
Did they?
I don't think they got enough.
Not because, they didn't get enough people?
No, it stopped a couple years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
It would be a
can ex-
perfect location to have some classes and, for adults, the seniors, I was
Yeah.
thinking, and they have that giant kitchen. I took a tour last year. I wanted to do some programming over there. And then, this thing, the COVID thing, just shut everything down.
What,
But,
what part of the high school aren't they using?
They're just, and my understanding was that they're just using the part, where the main entrance is? It's just towards, the classrooms towards the right of that building.
Well,
So the ones on the left,
That's just for now during COVID.
No,
no,
there's a
that's-
study that came out that said that the high school is being, 1/3 is being used, it's 2/3 underutilized.
That's right.
Because when my daughter went there, and we always had the parents' night, all the classrooms were occupied.
Yeah, but
That was only a few
the
years-
population too
Yeah,
of,
that was only a few years ago, so.
yeah, they only had like 200 kids graduate.
Yeah. I'll
And
see
then-
if I
Well,
can
no,
get you
no,
that.
no, they had
Wow.
like 34 graduate.
Yeah. We
It's
don't
been in
have
the 30s
more
for
than
years.
50 people.
Yeah.
That could generate income too, or revenue.
Brendan,
I
how
think
many-
it could generate revenue.
Do you know how many square feet you would need? I know you're
Well,
in a
I
tiny
did-
spot now, but
Ideally, 1,200.
1,200.
We have about 800 now, and we're
Yeah.
tight.
yeah.
But, I mean, any space is better than no space.
Right, but you could spread out a little more with 1,200 square feet. Now,
12.
just in
Yeah.
case somebody's listening and they have 1,200 square feet, they'd be willing to donate or
Yeah, yeah.
cheaply or something.
Yeah, I kind of figured that out, and,
Yep,
yeah, 1,200 would be excellent amount of space.
it's out there.
Good.
But
Yeah, we'll keep our eyes open, hopefully something will materialize soon. Did you have something?
Yeah, but wait a minute,
You what?
wait a minute, I'm trying to remember. Oh. I walked down here by the park. You got the rest of the lights up. It looks so awesome.
It does,
Oh,
yeah.
gorgeous.
And you wanted to know when the no smoking sign's going up too, right?
Yes, when? We make that a no smoke area. I'm a smoker. If that's a no smoke area, I won't smoke.
Yeah, well, there should
That would
be,
help me.
there should be one bench.
They can go for a walk down the sidewalk.
There's
That's
two-
what I would
Yeah.
do.
Well, there's 2 benches right in front of Vibrant, right?
Yeah.
No-
I
no
put the
smoke.
vibrant smoking benches up in front of their building.
Oh, you
Good.
did?
Well, there you go.
I did, so I mean, they're more or less the ones that take
Yeah.
their break and they come down and smoke, so I mean, and I haven't approached Vibram or anything, I don't wanna make waves.
Yeah.
I'm not that way, believe it or not. But, I figured they'd get the hint, I'll put the benches up there, it's on the sunny side of the building, and, just see what happens,
Yeah.
without, saying anything.
Yeah.
So,
So if anybody hasn't seen the little square downtown, go look at it in the center. It came out gorgeous. It's all John's doing, and a lot of his money too. So if anybody cares to donate to defray the costs, I'm sure John would appreciate that, or Mindy would.
And in hot water,
How about Green Gold? Has anybody approached
I
them?
met with them today,
Huh?
I met with them today,
Okay.
so,
There's
Yeah,
see what happens,
there's a little bit of funds available, I think.
see
Yeah.
what happens.
yeah. A lot of it was donated to. I know Bond
Right.
donated a lot of the
Yeah, a lot of the
stone.
materials.
I gave Ashley a list, and she has a list that I don't know of, that some people just donated, and they gave it to Ashley or to Tara, so I don't know all those people, but I know the ones that gave me checks that I turned in, I know the ones that bought the benches, so Ashley has all that. And what do you think that, not next week, but the one after, we're gonna go through the list, and I'm gonna acknowledge everybody that, donated if we can, and hopefully we don't miss anybody. But there's we had a lot of help. All my rail trail crew came down, and, they helped us out, Brandon and Tina. Sharon shoveled, 2 loads of, stone dust into wheelbarrows.
Oh, I
knows how to-
I have some big guns right here,
Knows how to
Watch
shovel.
out.
Yep.
Oh,
But
it burned up my floppy.
it wasn't, It was my
I
idea,
love
my
doing
little,
that.
my little sketch, but the townspeople just came out and,
Came out very nice, John.
Yes, it
we
did.
had a lot of help.
It was a lot of work, a
Yep.
lot of work.
Yep. Hope
Especially
everybody
the
can,
summer, my God, he was out there, it was like 95, he's out there all day long.
Yeah.
Well, when I stopped doing the rail trail to do this, my guys called me up and said, what are we gonna do on Saturday? I said, well, I'm gonna be at the park. Where do you think they went? They came up and they helped me out shoveling and grading and.
Well, you gotta find another project because you gotta keep these people going. You're
Yes.
you're like a hobby for them.
Well,
Yes.
I got one other thing in mind when I get this thing done, but I'm not
Uh-oh.
gonna let that out yet,
Oh.
so.
Yeah, you better tell Mindy
Oh, boy.
first.
Or maybe not.
She'll
Yeah.
know, she'll know when it comes
Alright.
out, but I got one other iron I'm gonna put in the fire.
Well,
Well, I move to adjourn.
we
Oh,
got-
all right then.
We got one
Oh, we do?
one announcement.
Oh, I thought we were done. Sorry.
Well, it's a late announcement. It came from the Board of Selectmen East Brookfield that the annual drawdown of Lake Lashaway on or about November 9th. As it's been done in the past, it will be done gradually, so to have the least amount of impact downstream. If you have any problems and you live around the lake, contact the East Brookfield Board of Selectmen or Timothy Pupka, the keeper of the outlet gate, 867-6575. So,
Okay.
it's probably all down by now, but
Yeah, I think it is.
Mm.
I just got that last week, so.
there's nothing else. Everybody all in and done? Motion on the floor to adjourn?
Second.
Second, all, motion made, second, all in favor.
Aye.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving.